Welcome back, friends and viewers, to the Dark Souls 3 Soul Level 1 run. We got a lot of ground to cover today, so we're just going to jump right into it. But again, just a refresher, this is basically a run through Dark Souls 3 where you can't level up, and we're beating all the bosses. First up today, the Dragonslayer Armor. So this is a tricky boss. This boss is definitely where your fear is tested, for lack of a better way of putting it. He's really scary and he jumps around a lot, but he's actually not the hardest boss in this run. So we're going to buff it with magic weapon. If you're having trouble beating him, use magic. He's quite weak to it, I believe. Or at a minimum, it just seems to work really well with that. So this boss is very aggressive and hits like a truck. If he hits you with that axe on the Soul Level 1 run, if you don't have sufficient armor, you probably will die. Now, we're in the Pope's set because I needed to be able to do a medium roll here. But as you can see, you're kind of just dodging, and oh, I almost got hit right there. That shield, the most annoying attack he does is where he takes his shield and very quickly does like a smack with it, and I almost died right there. I can't believe I didn't. And right there, you can actually fall off the edge of this guy's level, so I don't recommend fighting where I was. As a little background to this guy, for those of you who are familiar with Dark Souls 1 and 2, specifically Dark Souls 1, there's a boss in Dark Souls 1, Dragonslayer Ornstein. He's one of the kind of fan favorites. Ooh, I almost got hit by that laser. Ooh, that was... This is not going well. So, Dragonslayer Ornstein is a fan favorite of Dark Souls 1. He even made an appearance in Dark Souls 2 as the old Dragon Slayer. But this is his armor. Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't die. One of the tricks to this boss is that you do want to make sure you're kind of moving constantly, because you saw those orange orbs right there? Those stupid things up in the sky will toss those at you. They don't do much damage at all, but remember, we need to stay at a full health to not get one-shot by this guy. So you really don't want to get hit by any of those little orange pus globules. Anyways, this is the Dragonslayer armor. Like I said, he's Ornstein's armor, but it's been corrupted and perverted over the time, and for some reason he's using an axe, which I'm not sure why. By the way, if you want to kick ass in PvP, or if you're doing like a real run, this axe is a very fun weapon to use. Wow. Thank goodness he didn't break the walls right there, or I would have been dead. So anyways, yeah, like I said, this guy, at least in the mechanics of the fight, it's a lot of slashes that are pretty telegraphed, very easy to see, like, yep, he's about to wind up for something. See what he's doing right here where he's holding the axe up in the air? That's the one attack you really need to watch out for, because it will one-shot you. And basically, he has like 3 attacks he can do. Hey, got him through the shield. When he sticks that axe up in the air, though, he'll either do like a lunge, he'll toss a projectile at you, or he'll do that run where he sticks it in the ground and kind of runs at me, which he did multiple times here. Anyways, nailed it. So we got that guy on the first try. We used the Pope set, went full Pope. Never go full Pope. Actually, you should go full Pope. It's great. On to boss 14, the twin princes, Lorien and Lothric. These guys are a doozy. Let's watch this little cutscene here as he chastises us.
Oh dear. Another dogged contender. Welcome, unkindled one, purloiner of cinders. Mind you, the mantle of Lord interests me none. The fire-linking curse, the legacy of lords, let it all fade into nothing. You've done quite enough. Now have your rest.
Alright, so just a little lore on this, a little background. By the way, as you can tell, I died there if you were paying attention. I died quite a bit on this guy. Little lore background I will give you later. But right now I want to say this boss here, this first part with Lorien, Elder Prince, is super RNG dependent. All the speedrunners will tell you. He has basically 2 starting points, just like the dancer. Either he's super aggressive, like he is now, which is not good, He is teleporting all over the place, making him very hard to hit. Like, look, teleport. You gotta watch out for this move, by the way. You gotta run over to the side and dodge like that, otherwise you'll get hit. Look how aggressive he is right now. I don't know why, but sometimes his aggression is just turned up to the max. And I bet he's gonna teleport on this next attack. Does he do it? No, somehow not. There you go, there's the teleport. His teleports are really annoying because the camera, like, can really throw you off, so you just wanna, you kinda don't wanna, I know I locked onto him, but if you're having trouble, try not lock him and see what happens. Anyways, I got the aggressive Lorien, and that's not good. I actually died multiple times to him because he was aggressive. Anyways, I actually think this gives me a chance to, yeah, this gives me a chance to do a little reload right here. If you can get him like he's doing now, where he's just kind of walking, you can do your, you can rebuff and do embers or whatever you want to use. A little lore for this while this cutscene is going. So the premise of this game is that you're trying to have these Lords of Cinder. You're trying to like unite them. And all these guys, this guy, Yorm the Giant, the Abyss Watchers, and Aldrich, all of them failed on their duties. They didn't go through to the end and instead stopped somewhere. So you have to go get them, which is why we're killing them. It's kind of a weird storyline, but whatever. Also, this is a super creepy little moment here.
For that is our curse.
That's the curse. Never dying. Sounds like a terrible curse. Not really. Alright. Anyways, so phase 1 was just against Lorien. It's a lot of dodging, and he really doesn't have that many different moves. You just gotta get used to the timings. Phase 2 is basically the same thing, but with 2 new caveats. First of all, the little guy on his back will, Prince Lothric, will shoot magic at you, as you were about to see. That's the magic right there, and those are like homing. The key with that is just keep running, keep dodging, just stay on the move in that first part. The second caveat, the very important caveat, that is that you need to hit Lorien when you're fighting him. So you see how I'm like rotating over to the back to hit him? You need to hit him. If you're just hitting you need to hit Lothric. If you just hit Lorien, the guy with the sword, it will not work. You will kill Lorien, and then he'll get rezzed, and it'll just keep going on indefinitely. Now, Lorien does lose max HP every time you kill him, so I think eventually he just like, you can basically just kind of breathe on him and he dies. But you're seeing how I'm doing it. Rotate to the side, roll to the side, go behind him, hit him. I mean, look at that. I already got Lothric down really far. And then when he's on the ground like this, just wail on him. Easy. Now, not actually easy, way easier said than done. I died a lot on these guys. I think 10 times is what I died on them. I'm about to show it on my little stat screen here. But as you can see, we're wearing the we're actually wearing the Artorias set, the Wolf Knight set, which you can buy from the Handmade After Gundyr, and the Pope. And we did not use the shield. We don't need the shield. They said it couldn't be done. They said going for the Triple Crown wasn't possible. But they underestimated Tim's buffoonery. That's right, folks, I forgot to film another boss, bringing the grand total up to 3. We did it. Let the memes begin.
Oh, baby, a triple! Oh, yeah!
Wow.
Well, the Ancient Wyvern is a very unique boss. In fact, it's one of the most unique bosses in the whole Souls series, so I'm gonna pause the video right after this on the stat screen and just take a little bit to talk about it. So the Ancient Wyvern is a gimmick boss. When you come in, the big giant dragon jumps down on you, and what you need to do is either fight him, which takes forever, or you'd simply run around the level, just like run through it, dodge all these guys. There's a bunch of a bunch of little trash mobs, kill them all, keep running, run forest run, until you get to this like platform above his head, and then you just jump down and you do a falling attack on him, and it one-shots him. Easy. It's actually quite hard. There's this one guy in there called Chainsnake who's the worst. Anyways, moving on. the King of Storms and the Nameless King. Oh, so excluding the DLC, if you can beat this guy, you have made it in terms of Dark Souls. This is definitely the hardest non-DLC boss, with no contest. He is so challenging for both the endurance side of it. You have 2 huge phases, and just the general attack, everything about this boss is challenging. If you have trouble and cannot beat this guy, don't feel bad about yourself. Even if you can't beat him on a full, not soul level 1 run, he is ridiculously hard. As hard as a ridiculous donkey, that is. Anyways, we just rang the bell. This is how you summon the boss, kind of. You can ring it. It actually took me a while to figure this out when I first did my first blind playthrough of this, which was, you see all these clouds that are forming here? You can walk on those. It doesn't tell you that. I didn't know. I was like, how the heck do I get to this boss? I actually had to look it up, and they were just like, oh, just jump down on the clouds. So I'll tell you right now, spoilers, to get to this boss, see what I did there, you just jump. Also, you can tell I died quite a few times. And you'll notice, we're doing this boss butt naked. We're doing the full soul level run, butt naked run on this dude. And that's not just my hubris, so it actually, you really need to make a decision when you're doing these bosses, whether you want to do, or you really want to make a decision, how fast do I want to roll? Because some bosses, like this guy, rolling really fast, which is basically going naked, is critical, absolutely critical. But other bosses, like the Soul of Cinder, you kind of don't want to be doing a fast roll. You really want to be doing a slow, or the medium slow roll, because otherwise you can actually dodge so far that you can't hit him afterwards, and it makes it... Anyways, so yeah, we're doing the naked run. First phase of this boss is this giant dragon. The trick, the key, the thing that will make this fight go from ridiculously hard to totally doable is stay in front of the dragon. Do not go underneath him, or at least like under his body. And then just pound away on that head. Look at that, just wrecked that guy. Sorry about that, guys. So there's a cutscene there that I absolutely forgot to film. My bad. Basically, he comes down and he stabs his dragon in the head and absorbs his powers, and then becomes this guy who you're fighting here. So this guy is a really interesting boss. I will tell you right now, if you want to lose to the Nameless King, don't go next, or back away and try to be far away from him, because that is how you lose to this guy. He has insane reach. He will hit you with his moves, and yeah, this guy's a doozy. So this is a boss where it is absolutely imperative that you're right next to him the whole time. Like, be next to him like glue. And then you just gotta get good at dodging his attacks. His attacks consist of a few things. So right there, he's doing like this dash. He does a few of those dashes. There's a couple different types. Right there, you can see he did some slashes. He'll probably do more here. Yep, here you go, slash. Sometimes he slashes once. Sometimes he slashes twice. And sometimes he slashes 3 times. It's really hard to tell. You can kind of just gotta wait until he's done. So right there, he slashed twice. Wow, I can't believe I didn't get hit there. That overhead attack is another one he does, which will usually one-shot you. Okay, this is one of his things he does once you get him down to, like, lower health. Oh, I can't believe I got that. That was so lucky. Anyways, he'll do this thing where he charges up a lightning bolt and then sticks his thing up, or his sword in the air, and then a lightning bolt comes down and hits you. This guy here is really easy to do, or to dodge. Just wait till he's about to start. Like, all those things, you need to wait until he's about to connect. Like this one, wait until he's about to hit you. Don't dodge when he starts doing it. Like, that lightning bolt attack there is a very easy way to die in a soul level 1 run, because that will damage you usually. Oh, this one too, same thing. He kind of steps on the ground and does that. So all these dashes, just wait till he starts going and then dodge. He does this thing, thrust. Sometimes he'll do that like 3 times, and it's really annoying because it will do some serious damage. Here's that lightning attack. Let's see if it actually connects this time. So the timing on that thing right there, I'll just tell you, you need to practice that. That timing is darn near impossible to dodge the first few times you try to. So don't feel bad if you die to that a few times. It's really challenging to dodge. Let's go get him. Let's go get him. All right. See, when you come down to the wire here, this is when it really you start to get nervous here. Oh, I missed. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, thank God. Oh, there it is. So when he does that little charge-up attack, that's a great opening to go and hit him. And if you hit him enough, he will stagger like you saw, and you can riposte him. Do some serious damage. There you go. Nameless King. Done. So he's tough. That is a tough boss. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Yeah, if you have trouble with him, don't feel bad. Took me quite a few times, which is why I missed the cutscene, because you don't want to watch like a 1-minute cutscene every single time you fight this guy if you're constantly dying. I thought I had recorded it, but apparently not, so sorry about that. Go look it up online. I'm sure you can find it. Anyways, though, here's the end cutscene, which I absolutely recorded. Yeah, nailed it. Loincloth and all. The loincloth is great on this boss because really, if you get hit by this guy, you're gonna die. So you need to do it. And with the loincloth, you can still take one hit, just like usual. You can get hit once, but if you get hit twice with this guy, regardless of how much armor you have, you'll die. So might as well just do a loincloth, make it easy on yourself, and look like a total boss while you're doing it. All right, let's take a seat here. Give a little Path of the Dragon meditation. Yeah. And that certainly deserves praising the sun, so praise the sun. Alrighty. That was the Nameless King. We died 15 times on him, ish. I think I lost count, but around 15 times. Wore the loincloth, nailed it. And now for the final boss, the Soul of Cinder. Disclaimer, we're going to be doing the DLC after this, so don't worry. That'll be coming soon. It's also why later he's called the final boss. Okay, Soul of Cinder. Let's talk about this. That spell I just used, Flash Sweat, will save your life on this guy. All of his attacks are fire attacks, so using Flash Sweat will raise your defense significantly because it raises your fire resistance. See that move he just did right there, that little stagger second slash? That thing killed me so many times in this guy, it's not even funny. Because he'll do this first phase here. This guy has 2 phases, but kind of a bunch of little sub-phases. The first phase, he does that right there. He does a slash, and then another slash. But sometimes, like there, the second slash is delayed, and the first slash, or the second slash is delayed. But other times, it's not. So you kind of just rolling the dice with him. Okay, so he just transferred from the sword to the magic, and the magic is when you want to do the damage to him. It's very easy to dodge, I say as I get hit, but it is the easiest of his phases to dodge. And you kind of just want to wail on him. When he uses that homing beacon, the little masses above his head, you need to stagger him, because otherwise that will last for a really long time. So this phase is the hardest phase to, or this weapon is the hardest one to dodge and counter, because it's super fast. If you wear nothing on this guy, this phase is really easy, but also, I'm using the word phase, and I actually don't mean it because I can't believe I get killed there. This isn't actually a phase. What he does is he has 4 different weapons he uses. There's the 4th one. This is my least favorite weapon. This is definitely the most deadly. So, I can't believe I didn't die right there. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. Unreal. Okay, heal right here. Yep. All right. I hate this phase. This is the worst phase, or the worst weapon. So it's random which weapons he uses, and sometimes he never uses one of them. Or sometimes he uses the same one twice. But anyways, oh my god. Ooh. So there's a sword, which is the first one. It's always the first one. And then there's magic, which he usually does second, but not always. And the magic is definitely the phase where he is easiest to hit. Then there's the curved sword slash pyromancy. You didn't get to see. Oh my god, I got hit again. How embarrassing. So the falchion, which is that. Oh boy. Oh, I got hit. Oh, that's not good. Ooh. Okay. Stay focused, Tim. There's the curved sword and the pyromancies. You didn't see any of the pyromancies because you didn't cast any. But it's yeah, if he does the pyro... Oh my god! Whoa! I can't believe I didn't die there. I should have died there. Okay, the pyromancies. He casts Fireball, he casts Inner Fire, which will give him a buff but will damage him slowly, and he casts Poison, which is stupid. It never connects. Anyways, so there's the Falchion, the Pyromancy, and then there's the Spear. The Spear is the worst. His tracking is insane with that thing, and he will hit you if you move away from him. So don't move away, just like with Nameless King. Stay right next to him. Now we're in the actual phase 2. He always opens with doing this exact opening, which is he jumps at you, and then he does this slash, which will kill you if it touches you. Even on not soul level 1, it will always kill you. Because you get hit by literally every single one of those. This guy is a lot like the Nameless King, actually. He just has one really big difference. I can't believe I survived somehow, which is right there, that grab. Oh my god, I used the wrong one. I had the green blossom as my item. What a noob. Alright. Big difference on this guy than the Nameless King is that this guy does, oh my god, this is the most sloppy run. I cannot believe this is the one I won with. So sloppy. Yeah, so he'll do this grab thing. Also, he does this. And you gotta watch out, by the way. He'll do that periodically. So if he sticks his sword up behind him in like up behind his left shoulder, you have to run away. Dodge backwards, and if you are too late, you can actually dodge the move, but it's really hard. See that kick there? That is the bane of soul level 1 runs. That stupid little kick. Because it's super fast. There is no telegraph. Like, you cannot predict that thing. By the way, this looks familiar, right? Just like the Nameless King. Yeah, going to town. Alright. So right about now, I know he's going to be doing his big slashy move soon. So I'm actually not even wasting my time trying to hit him, because I know he's going to do it. He's going to do it now. There it is. The slashy move is great, because you can just back away, reapply your stuff, buff up fully if you want, and then heal up. Like, it's this nice little pause. But as you can see with this guy, the trick is just roll, dodge, 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 and hit him once. Like, and look how little damage I do. Let's watch how much damage I do on the next hit. 200 and something ridiculous. Like, that's nothing. Look at that. Nailed it. You barely do any damage on this guy, but you just gotta keep at it. We did it. Kick and all. I can't believe we won on that super sloppy run, but hey, win's a win. Anyways, we just beat the final boss. Huzzah! We used all the, we pulled out all the stops in this one, and I died quite a bit. I started to lose track on this, so I'm kind of estimating how many times I died. But anyways, yeah, that is the main game. If you don't have the DLCs or don't want to play the DLCs because they're too hard for Soul Level 1, then you just saw everything. We'll see you next time, but first I'm going to talk about it, don't worry. So Soul of Cinder, I died probably 50 times. Flash Sweat is definitely a very powerful tool. We use the Dragonslayer armor. You can see right there, it's Dragonslayer Ornstein stuff. And the Nameless King's pants, which are very good. So I'm going to talk about the items real quick here. The Dragonslayer's armor is fantastic. If you use all the setup I did, you can use the whole armor set with the Nameless King's pants. And it's really good. The resins here, so this is actually really useful information. You can look it up. These are all the weaknesses of the guys. Those help a lot. Anyway, stay tuned. We will attempt the DLCs. I've already beaten the first one, but still have to beat even a single boss in the second one. For now, enjoy the sweet sound of the obligatory Dark Souls 3 credit run. This has been fun, and I hope you'll tune in next time when we go through Ashes of Ariandel. And fight a boss that we previously did not fight. I'll see you guys later.
The first flame quickly fades. Darkness will shortly settle. But one day, tiny flames will dance across the darkness. Like embers linked by Lord's Pass. Ashen One, hearest thou my voice still?
Caged badger.